Today's lesson is going to be about doing the dishes. Here we have a checklist for our classroom about doing the dishes. You will follow each sentence or each statement in order until you have completed the whole page. I'm going to set this down right here so I can read it as I demonstrate how to do the dishes. The very first thing that you need to do is empty your sink. A lot of times people throw dirty dishes in here and you need to empty it so you can run some clean dish water. So I'm just going to set everything aside. Now when you're washing dishes, it's important to not put sharp things in your sink because once you have suds in there, you won't be able to see the sharp things and you may cut yourself. The other important piece is if you have pans, which we do not in this demonstration, or things that are very, very dirty, you're going to want to wash them last. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to you have something that looks like this in your sink. It may look a little different at home. You're going to take it and you're going to plug the sink by turning it into the space. You're then going to turn on the water and you're going to add, and usually I use like warm to hot water. Hot water is best, but don't get it too hot where you burn yourself. So I kind of test it with my fingers. Then I add just a squeeze, a little bit of dish soap. And then, look at all the suds are coming. Sometimes at home I go like this with my hand to get it nice and sudsy. Once you have your water ready, you're going to take your dishes and you're going to put them into your sink in the order that you want to wash them. Sometimes you need to soak them, sometimes you do not. Remember, do not put sharp items in there. Next, you're going to get either a sponge or a washcloth, and you're going to use that to wash your dishes. I'm going to get my washcloth nice and wet. I'm going to take my item, like this cup, and I'm going to make sure I cover the whole surface. I need to make sure I wash the bottom, the sides, wash the top, where people put their mouths, make sure that's very, very clean. Get rid of those germs, get inside. And then when you feel that that is pretty clean, you turn your water on over here on the other side of the sink and you can rinse your item, making sure all the soap is removed. And I kind of shake it a little bit gently and I set it over here to be dried. I'm going to continue that until all my dishes in my sink are clean. Sometimes if there's something really stuck to a dish, you can use like a harder sponge to scrape it off. Now when you're doing silverware, you want to make sure that you get in between the little fork, in between here and the spaces to make sure that there's no food left over. I'm going to rinse these and set them up here. Okay, when you are done with all of that, what you need to do is you need to take your wet rag and you need to rinse it out. You might have to squeeze it out a couple times. For right now, I'm going to set it right here, but eventually it will go in the wash machine to be washed. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the plug out of the sink. I'm going to rinse it off and set it where we store it. Now all the water is gone, but if you see there's still soap in my sink, what I need to do at this point is I need to rinse. So have the water running and kind of rinse the soap out. There we go. Turn the water off. And then I'm going to take a dry towel or a dry paper towel and I'm going to dry all the surface of the sink and the counter that I've been working at. Once everything is dry and clean, I'm done with my dishes. Then I'm gonna have you watch video number 2, which is about drying the dishes and putting them away.